thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm super excited to do this eyeshadow tutorial on the look that I did today, and I used my Colourpop Rock Candy palette. So this is a beautiful palette with lots of pretty metallics in here, shimmers, there's some pressed glitters, there's fabulous matte shades in here as well. I used this column right here to do the look today. This one is kind of like a rosy gold row. I was hoping it would lean a little bit more peachy on the eye for summertime, but that's okay. So anyway, this is the look that I created, and I really like the way it turned out. The reason I wanted to get this video up today is because Colourpop is having a 30% off sale on select items. So like not everything on their website is 30% off, but they have a lot of palettes on sale. They've got a lot of other stuff, and I have really enjoyed using this palette. I have some of their Super Shock single eyeshadows that are fantastic. I used them in this video. And then I also have a Super Shock cheek highlight in the shade Lunch Money. I think that was used in the same video as well. And I also have some Colourpop lippy sticks. Now, the lippy sticks that I have are much more like fall deep brick red colors, so didn't want to exactly throw those on for a summertime video, but the lippy stick formula is really nice, and it's super convenient to just like throw into your purse and touch up on the go. It's really easy. Let's go ahead and jump into the eyeshadow tutorial. So if you want to see how I got this eye look using the Colourpop Rock Candy palette, then go ahead and please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with you guys zoomed all the way in. I am using my Rock Candy palette from Colourpop, and I have already done like my foundation, my brows. Sorry, I'm looking for a brush real quick. And blush and bronzer. So like my base and brows are all already done, and now we're gonna do an eyeshadow tutorial. Now, I'm gonna start with the shade Nugget from the palette to set down my eyeshadow primer. There's no mirror, just using the mirror from my Marc Jacobs bronzer. So Nugget is this nice neutral light shade. It's very close to my skin tone, so I'm using it to set down my eye primer. And I used my Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. I'm almost done with this one. I'm very excited to be using up my eyeshadow primers. If you watched my last MD's video, or maybe the video before that, maybe the unboxing video, I've been really into Project Pan content. So now I'm going in with the shade Sedimental. I love the shade names. Anyway, so Project Pan is where people with large makeup collections, or maybe even not so large, whatever, people who decide that they want to do a Project Pan, make a sort of game out of using up their products. And they might have goals, they'll set goals for themselves, and maybe it's something like they want to use a certain product a certain number of times before they, you know, kind of move on and focus on a different product. Or maybe they have a different goal, and let's say it's a foundation, and they want to get their foundation down to a certain level. By the way, I'm taking Sedimental as my transition shade, and so that's going all above my crease, and I'm blending that out with a nice fluffy brush. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit. Now, I've used this palette once before. I have not recorded a video with it, so this is my first video using this palette. Next shade I'm gonna dip into is called Strictly Tectonic. Yeah, I love these shade names. That's gonna go, I've got a Sigma E33 detailed diffused crease brush. So it's nice, it's still fluffy, but it's smaller, so I can have a lot more control of where I want to place it, and then I can use it to blend. Okay, That's a pretty deep color. There is one, let's see, I needed one more in between. So let me, hang on. So I am mixing Sentimental and Strictly Tectonic. I looked back at the palette and I thought that there was a shade that was going to be a little darker, a little deeper than Sentimental. But to me, in the palette, it doesn't look like it's necessarily a deeper shade. It's the shade Erupt. I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway. So I've got the shade Erupt on this same brush. Anyway, it doesn't necessarily look like Erupt is a whole lot deeper to me. It kind of actually looks more cool toned than Sentimental. I know what I need to do. I'm gonna use my Sigma switch, and I'm gonna use that to take off the colors I was using before so that I could still use the same brush. So the Sigma switch is this cool like silicone little pad that has different grippy textures, and it will grip onto the eyeshadow that you have on your brush, so that way you can get you can switch colors. Sigma switch, right? Let me use Erupt on this side and see what that does. Huh. Okay, yeah, that is actually the effect I wanted. Nice. Now let me go back into Sentimental and use that to blend here some more. More Sentimental, blend the other side. And I'm just blending all over the colors that I put down before. Let me take my E33 again and more of Erupt. I'll put that in the lower crease. All right, and then I'm still using the E33. I'm gonna go back into Strictly Tectonic and add that to the outer corner. Okay, that actually evened out. I was concerned, very concerned. Now that we've got crease colors laid down, let's get into some fun shimmers. I've got Oh My Geode on, all right, this is Oh My Geode on my finger, and look at how metallic and pretty that shade is. So this is a nice like coppery orangey peachy shade, and I thought this would be perfect for a summertime look. Especially with a lot of these shades being more on the cool tone side. So, ooh, okay, that's pretty. I like that. Let's build that up some more. It's really smooth in the pan, like when I dip my finger into it. It feels really nice. But I do feel like I want to build this up on my eyelid. That's pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna take my E33 again. I've not added any more eyeshadow, but I'm gonna blend the edge of Oh My Geode into Strictly Tectonic, and then up here at the top. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade True North on my finger, and again, another beautifully smooth metallic shimmer shade. Ooh, okay, that's beautiful. Really nice for the inner portion of the lid. Yeah, that's fabulous. And so I'm just going down that row of more like peachy coppery shades because it's summertime and I wanted to do something more warm toned. You know, it's definitely the heat of summer where I am. It is so hot and humid outside today. All right, I'm gonna blend that out a little more with my finger. And same thing on this side. I'm gonna take my E33 again. And just a light blend. I'm holding my brush at the very, very end of the handle so that I don't press too hard or give too much pressure while I'm blending. And that will result in a really nice, soft, diffused look. Okay, liner and mascara are on. So now let's do the inner corner highlight and the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start with a flat definer brush. So just a flat edge brush. Focus, there we go. So I'm just gonna start with a flat edge brush. This is a Sigma E15. We're gonna mix Strictly Tectonic and Dynamic. See what those two look like. And that's gonna go right into the lower lashes. And I'm only gonna go the outer third. Okay, then I'm gonna take my E33 after I clean it off on the switch, and I'm gonna use Sedimental to blend that out. Yeah, that row, or that column with Sedimental and True North, that is the only like warm tone shades, and even, you know, Erupt is still pretty cool tone. But it's a beautiful palette. Colourpop shadows are really good. The mattes blend nicely. The shimmers are so pretty and smooth. And it's really affordable. I love that, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna take that E33, use more of Sedimental, and blend up here in the crease. Okay, now I'm gonna take a pencil brush, a Sigma E30, and I'm gonna use the shade Friction. Let's see what that does as an inner corner highlight. Ooh, okay, that's pretty. Brightens it up. Bring that up a little bit through my crease. I like that. Same thing on this side. Inner corner and up the crease. Yeah, oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm also gonna use that pencil brush and just kind of blend out. This was True North that I kind of got on my lower lash line earlier while I was applying it with my finger. I had an idea. I'm gonna pop a like champagne gold liner on, ooh, hello. I was about to fall all the way out. I would have had a mess. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this champagne colored liner on my waterline to brighten this up. That's pretty, it's nice and metallic. I like that. I'm gonna go with MAC Velvet Teddy and a Thrive Causemetics lip liner in the shade Ghizlan, because the more I'm looking at this eyeshadow look, it's not really very warm toned. Like it's a little bit on the warm side, more neutral, kind of not like cool tone pink. I think it was the shade Erupt that did it. So not exactly where I was going, but still pretty. Anyway, I wanted to go more warm toned because I already had my blush done and my highlight done, and those are both pretty warm. I have on a pink and coral blush combo and a gold highlighter combo. Huh, that lip liner ended up being more pink than I thought it was. I thought it would be a good neutral one. Okay, well, this is the final makeup look. I like the way that the eyeshadow turned out. I definitely did hope that it would be a little bit more warm tone, but that's okay. It's still really pretty. I still get summer vibes from it. I mean, it's also a good like neutral kind of pinky toned eyeshadow look that you could use all year round. So I really like this Rock Candy Colourpop palette. They've got lots of other great Colourpop palettes. So if if you are able to jump on this sale, and if you've been looking at some Colourpop palettes, today would be a great day since they've got so many things on sale. If you plan on shopping the Colourpop sale before it ends, I think it ends tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. I don't know what we're in. Pacific time. So plus whatever time for your time zone. So like I'm in Central Time in the US, so it would end at 2 a.m. for me. Anyway, if you end up shopping the sale, then make sure that you use Rakuten to get cash back. I've been using Rakuten for like the past 2 or 3 years, and I've been able to get a lot of cash back just from shopping that I was doing anyway. So like I downloaded the app, it was free, it was super easy to set up, and then I go into my app, I look for the stores that I want to shop at. So I would type in Colourpop in the search bar, and then it'll show if they are a vendor, a store company that works with Rakuten. They'll pop up, and then you click on their store, and then you sign in. So that way, if you have reward points, like when I sign in to shop at Ulta, I still can use my Ulta points, and I earn Ulta points when I'm using Rakuten. Now, if you have never used Rakuten before, you are more than welcome to use my referral link down below. When you spend $30 at whatever store you happen to be shopping at, Colourpop, wherever, they've got thousands of stores on there, then when you spend $30 using Rakuten, you get $30 cash back. So your $30 that you spent is basically for free, right? If you do use my referral link, I would be super thankful. Thank you so much. And I would get $30 also for you using my referral link. So I was able to refer a friend a couple weeks ago who was doing some shopping. They actually were traveling, and so they were able to book their hotel through Rakuten, and they got $30 cash back. It was awesome. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you end up getting something from the Colourpop sale, comment below and let me know what it is that you got. I would love to know what you got from the sale. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.